You're a self-employed business owner. In this video, you're going to learn the top 10 tax saving strategies that we use for our own clients to bring in tens of thousands of dollars in tax savings every single year. I know as the self-employed business owner, you're always looking for ways to reduce your taxes. And the one place you go to is online and searching for ways to reduce your taxes. I know when you go and Google for self-employed tax saving strategies or self-employed individual tax secrets or something like that, you will come up with the 263 articles, and you are really feeling overwhelmed, and you're reading through a ton of different resources, not knowing what is the best strategy to use to bring in maximum savings. There's a ton of information available, and you will have to test it and see which one really works for you. And also there is documentation involved in implementing those strategies in your business. So you definitely feel lost after reading many hours and going through all of these articles. So that's the reason why I'm doing this video, so you can learn the top 10 proven tax saving strategies that we use for our own clients to bring in tax savings in the range of $10,000 to $30,000, not only for 1 year. Once the strategies are implemented and employed in your business, it's going to bring you similar tax savings every single year. So let's get to it. My name is Jayanti Ganapati. I'm the owner of Finaccurate. We are an accounting firm based in Boston, Massachusetts. So in this video, let's go through the top 10 proven tax saving strategies for very specifically for self-employed individuals. So strategy number 1, set up a Section 105 plan. What does this mean? If you are a self-employed or a business owner and you're married, then you can employ your spouse in your business and set up a Section 105 Family Medical Expense plan. Through this plan, you can reimburse your spouse for the medical premium and all the out-of-pocket expenses that you cover as a family. So you get to deduct a family of husband, wife, and 2 kids. You're looking at the insurance premium of about $1,500. So this can bring in $18,000 in deduction in your business, and depending on your tax bracket, you're saving. If you're in a 30% tax bracket, you're saving $6,000 in taxes. So that's the amount of saving you're looking at by employing this strategy. Number 2 is employing your children who are under 18 years. So what this strategy does is you are actually shifting your tax bracket from, let's say you are in a 25%, 30% tax bracket, by employing your child and paying wage up to, say, for year 2020, up to $12,400, you don't have to pay taxes. So if you employ your child and pay up to $12,400, you are shifting your income tax bracket from a 25% or 30% to a zero tax bracket by shifting the income from you to your child, and your child doesn't get taxed on that up to $12,400. You can also pay more, but then it's going to be taxed for your child. So that's the strategy number 2. Strategy number 3, employ your spouse, but without paying him or her a W-2 date. So this is a slight variation to the first strategy we shared. In the first strategy, you're employing your spouse and also paying a wage, and then you're putting in a Section 105 reimbursement plan. In strategy number 3, employing a spouse, you don't really have to have a base wage, or you can have a very minimal base wage like $1,000 a month or even quarterly. So you can go with a very low base wage and then reimburse your spouse for the medical expenses, premium and out-of-pocket cost. That way you're converting your otherwise personal expense, which is health insurance, which is covering you as a business owner as well, and your family, that you're converting that from a personal to a business deduction. Again, if you are paying somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500, you are looking at a deduction of $12,000 to $18,000. That, and depending on your tax bracket, it can be like $6,000 in tax saving. And strategy number 4, rent your office. If you have if you own the commercial space, or you're working from home, you have a home office, what you can do is you can uh, rent the home or the commercial space from your wife and pay rent from your business. So by doing this, you are shifting from a Schedule C to a Schedule E. That way you are saving on the taxes. It's a deduction in your business, and then it gets reported in your Schedule E rather than Schedule C. Number 5, establish an office in your home. Then you normally when you commute from home to your workplace, that is considered that commute is not a taxable deduction. But by establishing a home office, you get to deduct the mileage from your home office to your work location as a deductible business expense. The mileage, so you're using a vehicle, it's a gas, and the depreciation on the car, and any insurance that you pay, all of those expenses can now be converted into a business deduction. Number 6, give yourself flowers, fruits, and books, and convert that as a tax deductible fringe benefit. Unless you are already claiming this as a business expense. So if you are buying books for yourself, personal development or things like that, or you can put those expenses as a business expenses if you're not already doing it. So that creates the business expense reduction and ultimately save you taxes. That's strategy number 6. Strategy number 7, combine the home office and a heavy SUV or crossover vehicle, so you can pick up large deduction as a home office deduction. So we talked about home office deduction earlier, but there we spoke about how you can convert your home into into office space. So the commute from your home office to your workplace is claimed as deduction. In this case, the vehicle that you're using, if you're using a heavy SUV or crossover, then the deduction is much larger. So you get to deduct more expense for the heavy vehicle, depreciation, gas, and even the insurance that you pay. So the deduction gets much larger than otherwise normal. I know I've been thinking of buying a new car. I've been using the same car for 10 years, but I haven't thought about switching it. But if there's going to be a benefit from a tax deduction perspective, I want to go for a new heavy SUV so I can get a larger deduction in my business. Number 8, design a business trip that includes some personal days, especially if you're traveling within the United States, and that includes weekend or holidays. You get to deduct the lodging or meal expenses that you incur during those weekends and standby or holiday days. So design a trip that also includes a weekend where you're spending otherwise personal. As long as it's 87% business related, you get to deduct the entire trip cost, boarding and lodging and all of the transportation. So that's strategy number 8. Strategy number 9, a 7-day tax deduction travel rule. So create a business trip that is, even though it's 87% personal vacation, you get to deduct 100% of the transportation cost to and from for this entire 7-day trip. So up to 7 days, even majority of it is personal vacation, and a very low percent that you are working. Even if you work out of the 7 days, you get to deduct the expense for all 7 days. That's the if it's done effectively, you are looking at a larger tax deduction for this strategy. Strategy number 10: deduct your smartphone and also your employee's smartphone. So give yourself a smartphone and convert that as a business expense. You can also give your employees smartphone, depending on how many employees do you have. If you want to give each one of them a smartphone, then you can deduct those expenses in your business. So and otherwise personal, I know you when you have a personal cell phone as a self-employed business owner, you are all the time taking business calls, even when you're not in office. So you are using your cell phone for business purposes anyway. So you are eligible to deduct those expenses as the business expenses, which brings in large amount of savings. These are the top 10 proven tax saving strategies that we use for our own clients to bring in $10,000 to $30,000 in tax saving. Now, after watching this video, you learned it for yourself, and you can employ these strategies in your business to experience a similar tax savings for you and your business. If you found value in this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when we produce future videos more about tax saving strategies, so you can learn more and enjoy savings for your business. Thank you.